Hello. How is everybody? Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. It is Monday, apparently. I don't know how that happened. But hopefully you're having a good day. I know I haven't seen many of you in days because, yeah, I hit a wall. You ever like just get to a point where you have to, oh, hello, camera. Again? Hello? You ever just hit a point where you absolutely have to take some time off? What is the deal, camera? All right, let's see here. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to make it do weird things and then go back and do normal thing. That's not it. Haha. Okay. Hopefully it will remain on this time. Ads. It should have run an ad break earlier, and they should be well over. You should not be getting preloads. Also, what the fuck, camera? Like, seriously? Seriously, camera. What in the world are you doing? This is unacceptable behavior. Well, I mean, if something was gonna bork out, I'd rather have it be the camera than what was happening earlier today, which was not the camera. Alrighty. Yeah, Vance, those are supposed to be disabled or deactivated by me having run 3 minutes of ads. And what in the heckity heck? Okay. Right. I will get around to saying hello to everybody here shortly, but the cat has decided that it wants to be difficult. So well, that's interesting because it's doing it right. Anything at all? Is there a way to force it? Please stand by. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I do not know what is the happening. Exactly. I need to get like just a something thinny on the screen. I don't know what's happening. Why for it be angry with me? Camera. Why broke? I was not prepared. All right. Hang on. I'm installing new software for the camera, and hopefully that will function better and support the camera better. Nope, it already froze. Hang on. Oh, it came back for a second. Come on. You can do it. I know you can do it. I believe. I believe that I'm going to scream. Why? This is stupendous. I mean, okay. I did drop the camera a couple of times yesterday, but it was working okay. Hang on. Now I've lost the cord. Everything's broken. We are experiencing some technical snafus. Hello. Maybe? Possibly. It may... I'm going to cross my fingers. It may be probably one of those things that will be fine if you turned the whole PC off and on again. Well, that's the thing that the computer was doing earlier today. Camera. Earlier today, the computer was just randomly quitting. So at least that isn't happening anymore. Right? I just have a camera that wants to randomly quit. Well, all right. I'm deleting the camera. I am adding the camera. Possibly. I I'm allowed to hope. It broke. I don't know what. I have one more possibility of something I can try. Let me just say thank you, everybody, for joining. I apologize for the technical issues. I'm going to blame crewman Gary, of course. Not quite. One sec. I don't know. Wait. Hidden what? Oh. Um. Okay, but it is connected. Come on. I might scream. I really, really might. Do you think that that would be an appropriate response? I rather think it might be. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'm trying another up. What? Rawr! It is not. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Okay. Well. We may not have... Right. Okay. You know what? For the moment, I'm gonna give up on the camera. I don't know. All right. Hang on 1 second. How has everybody else's day been going? Hopefully better than this is, because this is just not what I was hoping for. There, at least it's not just a dark screen anymore. So now it's lying to me, claiming it's plugged into a USB 2 port. It's not. It's plugged into a USB 3 port. So I don't know why it's chosen to lie. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm done fighting with it for the moment. Let me let me look at what all happened in the chat. NeoGuts, hello, it is good to see you. Shadows of Life, thank you for the 1 bit with the redacted joke. Hannah? Oh, thank you for the pun points for my Discord pun. Elixir, thank you so much for the resubscription for 52 months. Shadows of Life on a 3-stream streak. Hello, hello. Lord Portico, thank you for the 52-month resubscription. It is Monday. You spent at least 2 hours with a customer going through all the jewelry her mother had accumulated. Most of it came from the Home Shopping Network. Woohoo! Dance? I don't know. Oh. I mean, why would you not find him attractive? I think he's attractive. Easter's a 4-day weekend in England. Yes, blame Crewman Gary for all of this. The camera doesn't work on bank holidays, apparently. Yeah. Everything is totally fine. Yeah, I may have missed somebody. If I missed you, hi, it's good to have you here. I apologize for the... Yeah, camera, you were just... It can't decide whether it's connected or not. And it's driving me to distraction. Hello, can you hear me now? That's partly my fault. I was saying, I believe things are functioning. Yeah, okay. I broke my docks now, but that's okay. I'm okay with my docks being broken. Docks can be broken all they want. I had to reset my docks. Yeah, the chat. Well, we will go on without that. Because I have other ways to view chat. Captions are on now. Thank you, Lord Portico. It is... This has all been a bit more than I was anticipating with getting the stream going tonight. And I apologize because it was not supposed to be quite like this. I wonder if this worked. It did. So instead of a wheel, I have this set up. This is what I was working on right before stream, and apparently that just completely borked everything. Yeah, no, I like it over here better, but it does need to be a little bit smaller, I think. Just, you know, that's my preference. There. So somebody had suggested that for choosing game, rolling dice. And so I made that a thing that can happen. Ostensibly. Assuming it works. But tonight is Dream Daddy, and we will get there very, very, very shortly. I just wanted to show this to you all. Well, that font color at the moment is because the game tonight is Dream Daddy. I will definitely end up changing the font color. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that this exists. I don't think I'm going to roll tonight. Because given how tonight has gone, I think we'll probably end up doing Dream Daddy again next week. But I should test it and see how rolling works. Not in the correct format. Wrong? What does that mean? Well, how about we try this way? There. So, yeah, no, this command is a double exclamation mark. There is a roll command on a different bot. I'm in the process of moving things over. And so for testing purposes, I gave this one a double exclamation mark, which works. I don't know why it didn't like the arg command. I'm guessing I needed to put it in brackets. Whatever. I got it to work. So if I were accepting that result, we would be playing the room 2. And the asterisk means that it's supposed to be a full game playthrough. So this incorporates the weighting, because some of them are weighted more than others because they've been on there longer. I have noted who put it on the list, where I know it. I have the asterisk to indicate that it's supposed to be the full game rather than just a short play. And all of this is set up so that it's fairly easy for me to add additional things because it's all done with Excel formulas. And then I take the result of that and paste it into a text document, and that generates the text on the screen. If I can get it to read the Excel document, I will. But for now, I just wanted to show you that this exists, and I would very much like to actually play the game now, because I'm... I am satisfied by how the stream has gone so far. Not by you all. You all have been great. Fairly short game. Only 30 in-game days. Okay. Shadows, which ones were they? Because I can definitely add that notation. I noted the ones that I knew. So just tell me which ones they were, and I will get that fixed. I also think Masquerada might have been Hannah. I know I put Crimson Diamond on there. And I think Lord Portico put the captain on? Oh, Masquerada was you. Okay. This is gonna work excellently. I only have black Post-its, but I don't have any of my glitter pens. So I'm gonna write on a black Post-it with pencil. Captain wasn't you, Portico? Okay. Yeah, then I don't know. Anyway, you know, as we move forward, if people are like, oh yeah, I'm the one that put that one on there, I am always happy to add that notation because I was silly and wasn't paying that much attention early on. Okay, I'm gonna try and actually get the game on screen now that the camera appears to be functional and the stream is working. Does it not say that? Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, I only had you noted as for Quest Hunter. My bad. Okay. I think it's time to see how how things worked out with our um we went out because our daughter didn't want us embarrassing her while she had friends over, and we ended up chatting with an intriguing guy at a bar and walked with him home because we lived in this on the same street. And um he mentioned something about drinks or something. I don't remember, but I went with the don't shut him down completely, but also like not jumping for joy result, which apparently had us go inside. And then he proceeded to kiss us. So we certainly have met Robert. And I have been waiting an entire week. I follow him up to his door. He fumbles with his keys for a second and unlocks the door, leading me inside. The moment the door closes behind us, he pushes me up against the wall and kisses me, grabbing my hips. That's where we left off. Come on. Robert takes my hand and leads me up the stairs and into what I assume is his bedroom, but it's so dark that I can't see anything but Robert's intense expression. He kisses me again, and I can hear him shucking off his jacket. I clumsily take off mine too. His hands roam down my chest, and suddenly he's tugging at my belt. I don't normally do this. Do you want to stop? I want to see where it goes. No. Good. Robert continues to unbuckle my belt and guides me to the bed. Let's have some fun. Sunlight streams in between the slats of the blinds. My head is pounding. I really overdid it last night. Wait, the screen has gone black now? It shouldn't be. There was no picture during most of that. It was just the text at the bottom. But can you all see the game now? Right. It was just the text box at the bottom. There was no image until the next morning. Okay. Detective Zen, hello. Thank you so much for the resubscription. 34 months. Amazing. I don't know, NeoGets. I have never played the game before. I don't know if there's a sexy image if you have streamer mode off. I assumed streamer mode was just music. That will be something that I will leave for you to explore if you decide that you want to play the game. I doubt it has an explicit scene. It's probably just a fade to black. This went much harder than I was not expecting the go to bed immediately. And how is it that I started this game and within a very, very, very short amount of time, I ended up in bed with this game's version of what's his face? Shane from Stardew? Yeah. I ended up in bed with this game's version of Shane from Stardew Valley. I just met him, Detective Zen. We've only had one day in game. We just moved here. Sunlight streams in between the slats of the blinds. My head is pounding. I really overdid it last night. Wait a minute. This isn't my old house. Or my new house. Yeah, those are curtains. Oh, right. I look around for Robert, but find myself alone. Hello? There's a clatter from the bathroom and the door opens. Robert is fully dressed and grabs his keys. That was fun. Yeah, it was. You should go. That's certainly not what I was expecting. Well, talk to you later.
Mm-hmm.
Robert cracks a smile. Sure. Your clothes are over there.
Hey.
I hastily get dressed and show myself out. The sun is unbearably bright. I need to lie down. I start to make my way back home when I suddenly remember Amanda. Bad dad. Slept with Robert on the first night. It's an achievement. Rush back home and throw the door open. Something smells delicious. Amanda? Amanda runs out of the kitchen and looks slightly disappointed. Oh man, I was kind of hoping you'd gotten kidnapped and I was gonna have to come rescue you. No, I made a friend at the bar last night and ended up sleeping over at his place. Where are the Emmas? They left a little while ago. Oh, you guys have fun? Yeah, watched some movies, ate snacks, stole a car, usual sleepover stuff. You teens and your larceny. So, this breakfast that's cooking, what's that all about? Detective Zen. Well, there's hash browns and eggs and bacon. Can I? Yes, you can have some breakfast. Bless you, sweet child. My head throbs. I gotta do something about this hangover. Oh gosh. Because the computer borked, we now have a new VIP for the stream, Neo Gets. You have been randomly selected now. Sorry, Vance. I have no control over that. That's entirely the bot. Amanda, your loving father might have overdone it last night. Oh, somebody's hungover. Father of the year. You wouldn't happen to have any aspirin or... I've got just the thing. Hang on. Oh no. Is she gonna give me prairie oysters? In Tabasco sauce. Amanda runs to the fridge and pulls out a jar of pickles. Actually, a jar of pickles, some pickle juice is not a bad idea. Wait, what was your thought, Elixir? Pickles? Or prairie oysters with Tabasco sauce? Prairie oysters. That's the first thing my brain went to was prairie oysters with Tabasco. Amanda, what?
Yeah.
Drink this. The pickle juice?
Ah.
Yep, it's what I used once. Would assume someone would use. I would also assume that it works pretty well.
Mm?
Although I've never tried it before. And won't try it, obviously. I eye her suspiciously. I eye the jar of pickles even more suspiciously. This better work. I down a sip of the tart juice. No, more than that. Way more than that.
Whoa.
I mean, I assume.
Eh?
Watch it, you. I drink more pickle juice and help myself to the delicious breakfast that Amanda has graciously allowed me to partake in after inhaling some hash browns and dunking several pieces of bacon into running egg yolk. I'm starting to feel a little better. They make like a pickle juice shot, like a that you can buy at the store that is supposed to be just like pickle juice. Because I was having problems with I in the middle of the night waking up with violent Charlie horses in my legs. And so I tried pickle juice. And the pickle juice worked. And so then I discovered that you could just buy pickle juice. It was horrible. It was the worst thing ever. And yeah, I would just rather buy the jar of dill pickles because that pickle juice was fine. You saw pickle juice shots all over the airport last time you flew. They were horrible. I could not stand them. They tasted awful. Oh, and that's where I am now, Hannah. I have a magnesium supplement that took care of the Charlie horses. So, oh, speaking of self-care, because I mentioned them to my doctor, and my doctor was like, try taking some magnesium. And that worked. So, you buy it as a supplement. It's not in ore form. It's like just a powder. Yeah, I'd much rather eat the pickles, Meerkats. And so they're like they're big. The ones that I'm getting magnesium gluconate because it is better absorbed. It has better absorption by the body. And it comes in various forms. And so the gluconate is the one that I found worked really well for me. If I get citrate, it really does almost nothing for me. Which is unfortunate because the citrate is at the store and I can just drive over there. And the gluconate I have to order. But anyway, you also like black olive juice. I like pineapple juice. I've been having pineapple with lunch every day, and I have pineapple chunks. And so when I'm making my lunches for the week, I open up the can and I get out all the pineapple chunks to distribute into my lunches, and then I drink the pineapple juice. You don't need the juice since you already found yourself in a pickle last night. Uh-huh. Yeah, Harvard. I drink more pickle juice and oh, yeah, I'm starting to feel a little better. Amanda grabs her backpack and keys. Well, I gotta get to class. Don't forget the meeting with Mr. Vega, okay? He said it was important. Love ya. Wait, Mr. Vega? I'll be there. Knock 'em dead, kiddo. Oh, this is like parent-teacher thing? I don't know. I should probably shower. probably smell like alcohol and cigarettes, given the room that I woke up in. Always do. We do our secret handshake and she's off. I get a little work done at home before I glance at my watch and see that it's almost time for the meeting. I hop in the shower, change clothes, and I'm on my way. Still a little hungover. I think I probably would have done the shower first, but I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and am relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Sorry. Just reading that made me think of Liam stopping a random child on the road, like, you young child. Yeah, oh, yes, also the hello fellow youth, but yeah, it just made me think of Critical Role and Liam saying that they stop whatever child is nearby and ask for directions. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vegas' classroom is? The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Yeah, he's pretty emo. Sigh. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Mr. who? Mr. Vega? I don't know. Have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy, are you gonna help me or not? Sigh. Fine. Up those stairs and to the left. Can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vegas' class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. Yeah, I think we expected that. Hi, Obi! Sorry, youth, I seem to have interrupted the vampire YA novel you seem to be in. I get back to where that low-rent Gerard Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind. How do I know his name now? When suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker. Like, how do I now know that his name is Gerard Way? Lucian. Okay, I don't understand the Gerard Way thing. Then, because apparently his name is Lucian. This is a reference I have not in my brain. I'm now looking them up. Gerard Arthur Way, born in 1977, singer, songwriter, and comic book writer. Best known as the lead vocalist and co-founder of the rock band My Chemical Romance. Okay. I'm familiar with My Chemical Romance. I did not know the names of any of the people. No, Portico. Lucian, don't you have a third period to get to? Sigh. I love that he says sigh. I totally, like, absolutely am sure he says sigh. Fine, Mr. Vega.
Ah.
Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not.
Oh.
You must be Harvard. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back?
Ah.
Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. All right, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Oh God, are they still forcing people to read that drivel? Yes, Colin? Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter. Yeah, I don't understand Elixir, but all right, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings. All of the students immediately get up and make a break for the door.
Whoa.
Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. Yeah, except that, like, in my experience, especially with public schools, like, if there were going to be a parent-teacher interaction, it would happen. Okay. Hello? I think we might be back. The MooBot commands would work. The Firebot ones end up being broken because it lives on my computer. Okay. Let me get the game back open. For how long? What? Oh yeah, we're back. Too much steamy dad action for my. So I don't. It's been doing this, and honestly, it's probably my fault because everything is my fault. It doesn't seem to like it when I move the computer from one location to another. Which I did recently. But I don't understand. I see a little picture of a Rogan. It doesn't quite fit the meter, but I appreciate the attempt, Detective Zen. So what it's doing is all of a sudden, with no warning whatsoever, the screen will go black. The computer fan will go to max speed. I can still hear audio for a couple of seconds, and then that cuts out too. And the only way to recover it is to fully power it off and power it on again. It's a very unusual. I've found at least one thread that talks about it being a thing that happens. That's what scares me, Van. So I'm having anxiety about system problems. I don't think that it's overheating, Zen. The temperature, I forgot how to get to the. I'll find it. I mean, it at this point, my computer's just starting to show its age. Because it is more than 4 years old now. It is probably time for me to do that then. I was going to do that today, and then I didn't get around to it. So I will work on troubleshooting it and also start figuring out how I'm going to replace it, because it is probably getting about that time. Okay. Let's skip through the Catcher in the Rye stuff, because...
Sweet Manchego.
Sweet Manchego? Okay, nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Okay. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Wait, I thought Amanda was in high school. Don't you teach high schoolers? Both. You know, budget cuts. That's where mine came from, Vance, back in 2020. And it's held up fine. That was my thought as well, Elixir. I can't even imagine how a teacher would get them to pay any attention to that book. It's hard enough for high schoolers to pay attention to because it's such a boring book. Whiny white kid complains all the time about... I don't know. The bot isn't fully back yet. Okay. The bot is back. You know, I think... Vance, I don't think it's that the computer doesn't like the game, but I do think that maybe the computer doesn't like the J.D. Salinger reference. Okay. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please, call me Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda is a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. You don't have game audio? That's my fault. Hang on. I have to find the right window. Alright, game audio should be fixed. It's because I have things programmed in so that as I push buttons, it activates and deactivates the audio that is appropriate to the scene. But since I didn't go through my usual sequence of pressing buttons in restarting the stream for the fourth time. Anyway, concerned about her recent behavior. What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk this up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong.
I don't know.
I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? We just moved. She's fine. She has the tendency to bottle things up. Let's see, we just moved. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was.
Hmm?
See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road, I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Well, I slept with a random guy last night, but that wouldn't explain a pattern of behavior. Anytime. On my way out, I stopped, thinking for a moment. I turned to Hugo. Hey, Hugo?
Ah.
Yes? Did they ever catch that rye? Ouch.
Oh.
Yes. What was with the he loved that dad joke? I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her father. You want a job in the moisturizer industry? The best advice I can give is to apply daily. Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. No, that's great. I love that. I didn't know Siribot had a dad joke command. So you hit dad joke and it incremented the counter. And then Siribot gave a joke. It was great. I love it. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. Which means we're permanently incrementing the counter. What do you mean? I don't remember the commands. I made them last week. No, I did it right. If I type in the command for an in-game joke, yeah. When is a dad joke? A dad joke. When it's a parent. Oh gosh. We need points for people. Should just be jokes and to coach. This is true. I don't remember how any of it works. Wait, what? Oh. I'm very confused. Has Oh, gosh. Oh, golly. I completely confused myself. You got it. Y'all got it. This has been a... Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool, and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. Detective Zen, that one is great. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time? It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. We can make something at home or the mall food court. We can make something at home. I figured wanting to have a chat with his daughter, making something together at home provides a better opportunity. Mall food court, is this 1992? Cool, I think with our powers combined, we could throw together a gourmet meal worthy of the Food Channel. I don't know about that, but I can promise you it will at least be edible. All right. That's the spirit. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they... Oh, God. Okay. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. And that's okay because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay. But also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie. Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight, and I Amanda. She's still texting. Just, I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything. Dad. Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard Emma R's going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? It's a... I don't think you'd get it. Definitely a meme. Okay. Who you texting? Don't you Erika Ishii me, young lady. Oh. Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yeah. Do you like Noah? Hey. What? No. Dad. Ugh. I can't believe you would... Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you... Ugh. Oh. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Methinks she doth protest too much. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. Amanda and I get back home and start cooking some dinner. I found this artisanal mac and cheese recipe online, and I've been dying to try. Artisanal. There's 2 ingredients to mac and cheese. Mac and then cheese.
Oh.
Dad, please try and enjoy the finer things in life. I think you of all people should be able to appreciate what one can do with cheese. Now she's doing dad jokes. This is literally a Jenga conversation. Plus, it has bacon in it. I don't understand why everybody loves bacon so much. I'd rather have lobster in it, thank you very much. Aren't we as a society collectively over bacon?
Ugh.
Bacon never stopped being good. It just has a PR problem.
Eh?
Oh, we get to work on the recipe, Amanda measuring things out and handing them to me to dump in the bowl so I can feel useful. Amanda puts me on bacon duty, so I chop a bunch and toss it in a pan to get it sizzling.
Huh.
The key to good mac and cheese is a balance of texture and flavor, Pops. Not only are we going to want the fullness of the cheese and bacon, but we also need to counterbalance it with the crunchy mouthfeel of breadcrumbs. I have to. Mouthfeel? What's a mouthfeel? You know, when you eat stuff and the texture of...
Yeah.
Listen, I've been watching a lot of the Food Channel and I honestly don't know what it means. It just makes me feel sophisticated to say. No, I get that. Every time I watch that channel, I just feel in order. Hungry, jealous, insecure about my cooking ability, and then hungry again.
Huh.
I like the mouthfeel of that sentence. Oh my God. Amanda, mouthfeel isn't just about food, it's also about words that are fun to say. Yes, Elixir. I was waiting for the dad joke. It was a perfect setup. Gregarious. Lenticular. Cattywampus. Discombobulated. All of a sudden, the bacon bursts into flames. I must have not been paying attention to how hot the pan was. This certainly seems like how I would cook. Fire! Fire! Oh God. Fire! Maybe one of the neighbors will be a fireman? A hot fireman? I run around the kitchen looking for anything to put out the fire. No! God. I grab a cup of water and Amanda snatches it out of my hands. Thank you, Amanda. Nope. She puts it down and calmly grabs a lid from the pantry. She places it on top of the flames and turns down the heat. I finally calm down. Get the baking soda. Yeah, just not water. Don't put water on a grease fire. Did I almost just burn down our brand new house because I was too busy saying silly words? Indubitably. Cool. Who wants takeout? And that's how we end up at the mall food court. No, bad dad. No water on grease fire. Amanda and I, apparently not. The mall food court. Amanda and I order some Chinese food and eat it on the couch of our new living room. She flips on the TV. Oh, cool. Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? That is totally... I'm surprised that isn't an actual reality show. Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers. But they would have to find some way to combine it with Ancient Aliens. Oh, hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no! The ghost done got control of the truck. I can't steer on them there damn ice roads. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die. I almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying you're going to die. That's because we're about to die. This is art. The episode ends, and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. You can't beat the whammy bar. Dad tip number 32. Zzz. Morning, sleepyhead! 5 more minutes. You have never, ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase.
Huh.
So, you excited for the cookout today? Excited to beef up my grilling skills. If there's food, I'm excited. That's a bad attitude. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I may have already met some of them. I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
Hey.
What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. We didn't want to risk burning down the house again. We may live on a cul-de-sac full of hot dads. Also, congratulations, Detective Zen, on being our 3rd random VIP for the evening. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome. I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily, say nothing. And then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Are they going to be swingers?
Hey.
Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Oh, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Harvard, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to, meet you, Mary, for the first time. I don't see pineapples on the door presently. I did not know that was a thing. We have a pineapple doormat. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. I mean, nobody's ever come knocking, asking about it, so I'm hopeful that our neighbors didn't know because we've never known. We just liked the pineapple motif. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Here, let me introduce you around. Let me introduce you to Damien. Joseph beckons a tall man in gothic attire over to the conversation. In other news, my watch has beeped and booped and reminded me of the time. Wrap up this awkward flirting. We're almost out of time. Good eve, friend.
Oh.
Damien, this is our new neighbor, Harvard. Ah, so lovely to meet you. Damien shakes my hand and then bows. I was just thinking that, Elixir. I'm also wondering, though, how old he is. 400? If ever you're interested, it would bring me great pleasure to host you for a spot of afternoon tea. Wow. Yeah, that sounds rad.
Ah.
Splendid. Well, I must be off. Perhaps our paths shall cross again. Damn, what a classy dude. Wow, I think I've actually met everybody else. Great, I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends.
Oh.
Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantry. Dad. They're going to talk about weather. Go. Do it. Make a friend. But how can I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and am surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Oh dang, Robert's here. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? That mysterious goth guy. Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. Wait a second. All of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. I walk over to Robert and Brian, who are chatting over drinks, determined not to be weird about what happened last night. Or that night. I hope Robert feels the same. Hey, guys. Harvard. How the heck are ya? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least? That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Harvard, have you met Robert yet? Yes, I believe we met. Briefly. Hey. Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Robert robotically extends a hand. I shake it as he stares unblinkingly into my eyes. Oh God, what does it mean? How's it going?
Huh.
It's good. Robert focuses on the whiskey he's holding. He takes a long sip. Great! Look at my friends becoming friends. Us dads gotta stick together, you know? Us dads? Robert has a kid? Oh, I didn't know you had kids.
Hey.
Robert continues to stare at me. Jesus, does this guy ever blink? Yep. Cool. That's cool. We stand in incredibly uncomfortable silence for several moments. Until... We gotta get off this haunted truck! Oh no! The ghost locked the doors! Daisy and Amanda run up to us, thank God.
Yes.
Quick, hit the emergency escape button! But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons.
Oh.
Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out of the truck.
Huh.
The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. Wait a second, are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah! Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality television. All right, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over I skipped part of it, but Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire.
Yeah.
Okay. But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend?
All right.
Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. I turn my attention back to the conversation, but wait, where did Robert go? I skim the party and finally find him in the corner talking to Mary. Does he not want to talk? Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I snap out of my Robert-induced haze. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. Kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it with the postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. I'm listening in. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong. But I think there's no harm in comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I am so lost right now. Shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. He's not wrong. The baby looks very confused. Haha, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Well, that's pretty subjective. Art is dead.
Oh.
I went with subjective. How do you mean? Well, that painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Matisse rocks.
Oh.
That's a Magritte. Right. Art. Sorry. Harvard apparently cannot be good at art history. We do not have the option of being good at art history. You're fine, dude. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better. Van Gogh. Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? Man, that's all way above my head.
Oh.
Me too.
Oh.
It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it. And that's awesome.
Oh.
Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Sorry, I get really fired up about art stuff. Harvard, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Oh.
Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. Van Gogh knows the doctor. He's automatically cooler.
Hey.
What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it.
Hey, yeah.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Hey.
Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. No, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on.
Hey.
Hey, Harvard, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend? And, your teacher?
Hey.
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Yes.
Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper?
Oh.
Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud.
Oh.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go? Thank you, Zen.
Sweet Manchego.
Every time, the sweet Manchego is going to make me crack up. Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
What?
Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking?
Ah.
Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Hey, yeah.
Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. Ernest Hemingway Vega. Yep. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread into my lawn and burned down half of my yard, too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him.
Oh.
Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Harvard, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter?
Oh.
Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ernest! Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really tough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad. Yeah, we will raid in just a moment. And he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm as cool as a cucumber.
Hey.
See? That right there? You can't say that.
Oh.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dad?
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh!
I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right, but it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens?
Oh.
Hey, yeah.
Don't let us eat up your time, Harvard. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Okay. I figured if I get to the conversation break point, then we won't have to repeat any of it. Because we will return next week as much as I really want to just keep playing on my own. I will wait another week so that we can continue together. But for now, we're going to be rating the Alt Haven for the latest from the Stream Punks. And when we get over there, everybody be sure to scream and shout in chat, because it's Eric's birthday. Thank you all for hanging out, especially after the technical issues that I was having. Of course, thank you to my moderators. I don't have a quick, easy list of everything. Mikado Yuki, thank you for gifting subs. Thank you, Shadows, for the bit. Thank you to the people who resubscribed and just honestly, thank you all for bearing with me tonight while my computer decided that it didn't want to do the thing. I will be live again on Wednesday when we will be looking at medieval erotica on Archival Adventures. You heard me. And yeah. Okay, we're gonna raid over to Althaven, like I said, and I do plan to stream on Saturday. I say that every week though, so we'll see what happens. Thank you for being here. Thank you for bearing with my technical issues. I hope I see you all again soon. Until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.